Hey guys, welcome to this exclusive interview. This has been DJ Samm with 2Ms. Peace out, everybody. Hey everybody, it's VJ Samm with 2Ms, and today we're hanging out with Bruno Major.
Hello, you're Sam with 2Ms.
Yes, Sam. With the other M is silent.
Do you call yourself Sam with 2Ms?
When I do stuff like this, yes.
That's
Well,
cool.
when I introduce myself to other people too, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, just so they remember.
Nice.
Yeah, but welcome back to
Thank
the
you.
Philippines. It's
Thank
so
you
great
much.
to have you finally after 5 years. The last time was in 2018.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Me too, which is so crazy because I was actually at your show the last time, and I have a
Really?
photo that I'm gonna show you. It's a little funny, but believe me, that's you in the back. That's me, and that's me that's you in the back.
Wow.
Crazy.
What was that shirt?
It was a printed shirt. I feel like very 2018.
Very 2018.
Yeah, crazy. So much can change, obviously,
Yeah.
in the span of 5 years. But how does it feel to be back in the Philippines? What do you remember most about the last time that you were here?
I remember that you. I mean, it was the first time I played here,
Mhm.
and it was one of the biggest shows that I did on that tour. So it was pretty wild just to be able to come here and play for that many people.
Mhm.
And you know, I was made to feel very at home and very welcome, which I am also now. So thank you,
Yes.
everyone.
Of course, you always have a home here in the Philippines. Manila will always make you feel welcome, but we're so excited that you're here. I know you've been touring all around many different places too. So how has it been? Obviously, during the pandemic, right? It felt like there was a time that this wouldn't happen anytime soon. You know what I mean? So how does it feel to be finally back
You know
out
what?
there?
That is exactly how it felt.
Yeah.
I think that what it has done is made me not take it for granted, because with the first album it kind of just happened.
Mhm.
And I found myself, you know, we started touring and then the venues got bigger and I was like, oh, this is just my life now.
Mhm.
And then suddenly it wasn't my life anymore.
Yeah.
And now it's like happening again. It's like I just got to like focus and be like, okay, remember this experience and like be present. And I think just be like emotionally being open to the experience and allowing yourself to experience it fully.
For sure. I mean, like, you know, just kind of taking everything day by day. I think that's really important
Yeah,
too.
it's really crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Like touring is crazy.
Yeah.
Just
I
like
can
on
imagine.
an emotional and like spiritual level,
Mhm.
like feeling that like the energy from that many people
Mhm.
is an unusual human experience. And it's like I feel like you gotta just like take whatever lesson
Mhm.
you're meant to have from it.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking about.
Ooh, so since you've been thinking about it, what do you think is like a recent lesson you've learned, like maybe on this tour?
You have to let off steam every now and then.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's really important, especially with tour, right? You said it's very emotionally and spiritually, like there's a lot of things going on. Even
Yes.
physically, from what I hear, like being tour fit is a thing apparently. So how have you
Yeah.
been doing on that front?
Oh no, I mean before we started tour, I was like definitely like working out and
Yeah.
making sure I stayed healthy and stuff. Especially because after making my album, I was quite like burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, the next 3 months, I'm just gonna look after myself and be ready.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least we're here and we have a very fit, ready to go Bruno Major as well. But I'm so excited that you're back also with a new album, which is Colombo. I mean, we've been waiting for it. I mean, not to make you feel bad or anything, but we've been waiting for it and we're so happy that it's finally here.
Yeah, I know people were waiting for it because
Yeah.
I got a lot of messages, which was adorable.
Mhm.
But it's like, the message is like release the album. It's like, if I released it now, it would suck.
Yeah.
So you have to wait. But I think it was worth the wait. I think like there's an emphasis now on like people just releasing a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I feel about it is that you should just release good music
Yeah.
when it's ready.
For sure. I mean, obviously they say that, these things take time and it's important that they take time. And I was reading like some of the things that you shared about it online. You said, it's very rare that you get to the feeling that you get when you make your first album never happens again, but you kind of felt that with this album. So can you tell us more about like the experience of creating Colombo, especially given the time that it was made in?
Yeah, I mean, it was really like an equal and opposite reaction to lockdown. Where we all felt like, we were literally locked down. We were forced to stay in one place, and we couldn't do what we wanted to do. We couldn't hug each other and go dancing and like travel. And so I think when the lockdown ended, I just had FOMO about life, and I just like had twice as much life at once to try and make up for lost time. And it was during that period that I wrote Colombo. So it feels just like this kind of explosion of renewal. A new reality.
For sure. And I feel like a lot of us did go through that kind of thing, like a lot of rebirth and renewal in our lives too. And we love that your music was kind of like from that as well, that kind of experience that you had in yourself. And it's so crazy to see because I love this album so much. And I feel like a lot of us also cry to your music. So do we want to know, do you ever cry to your own music?
I think it would be semi-psychopathic if I did that. But I do cry when I write the songs. Most like if it's a song that means a lot to me, you have to be in a place emotionally to write it, and I quite often cry. But it only happens when I write it.
For sure.
Like you get the one moment.
Yeah.
When you experience it in its purest form.
Yeah. Very human reaction. I can imagine.
I think about this sometimes because if you write like a sad song.
Yeah.
And then imagine now you go on tour and you have to play it every night for 8 months.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't want to cry every day. So I think to a certain extent you externalize the song and the feelings associated with that song when you're performing it. But then every now and then, for no reason whatsoever, you'll be playing it and it will just boof.
Yeah.
And then you're back in that place once again. And it does happen from time to time.
Yeah. I mean, that's very human of you. I feel like that does happen. You can't stop it when it does happen. But I want to know, because you know how we have songs that we cry to, obviously, like we have go-to songs. I feel like, what is your like go-to song if you want like a good cry?
I don't know if I set myself up for a cry.
Really?
I don't cry enough. I'm one of those.
Am I the only one who does that?
No, I'm actually like bizarrely not very good at like dealing with my feelings.
Ooh.
I think that's why I'm a songwriter, because I put all my emotions in a box.
Yeah.
And I suppress them, and then like every now and then I just like siphon some out as a song. It's like there you go. I feel like that today, and that's how I am a songwriter.
No wonder. Now we know. That's the secret to it. I feel like.
But my answer to that would be Shostakovich's String Quartet No. 8.
Interesting, but he does have one. See.
That one.
There you go, guys. Now you know. If you want to cry too, you might want to check that out. Or obviously, listen to his music too. I feel like that works for me, at least. But do you have a favorite off of the album to play live? That's what I'm really curious.
Off Colombo?
Yeah, off Colombo.
All the ones with guitar solos. It's like The Show Must Go On, We Were Never Really Friends, and The End, the last song on the album, which I literally just wrote so that I could shred.
I mean, you gotta love yourself too. I mean, look out for yourself. I mean, I love that. You have a message to all of your Filipino fans who are so excited that you're finally coming back and that you're here.
My message to you is thank you for existing and for inviting me back to your lovely country. I hope you enjoy the show. Love you lots.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Bruno, for hanging out with me here today. Yay.
Thank you so much, Samm with 2 Ams.
Thank you.